I don't like to follow any rules or be in a box of any sort. I don't like to be told this is how you should dress. This is how a lady dresses. A lady should never be too sexy. A lady should never be too this. A lady should always be this age. I think that for me, it's like I really want to show women that they could just be whatever they want.
How are you doing? I caught your AMA set with Doja Cat, and it looked terrific on screen. What was it like for you performing in that sort of environment and atmosphere? I read that there were cardboard cutouts and stuff around.
Yeah, it was definitely different, especially without having fans there. You know, the best thing about performing is the energy of the audience. And it was different, but it was nice to be doing what I love again. That was a really cool moment, just to be in that atmosphere, just to be able to perform. It gives, you know, it just felt so good. I missed it so much. Yeah, there was cardboard cutouts in the audience. There was no real people on the bottom level. And it was very different. It was very different this year, but I still had a great time.
Let's talk about Baby I'm Jealous. I quite like the funkiness about the track. And when did this sort of theme come across for you to write about? And also, how did the collaboration with Doja Cat come about?
Well, I was dating this guy, and he was liking some other girls' pictures on the internet, and I got upset. I was like, "What? This is so uncool! Like what?" But it was like constant liking pictures, leaving comments, messages. I was like, no. And I got kind of like I kind of got jealous. I was like, "What? You're dating me? Like what? Like?" And I decided to write a song about it. And it's about this love-hate relationship that I have with social media, and this love-hate relationship that I have with myself, and how it reflects on my relationships. It gets really hard sometimes when you're in a relationship and there's so much people on the internet and there's so much things moving at all times. And it's just different. You know, our world is different now, especially all of us being at home and being in quarantine and not being able to really be out. You know, it's just so much different. And so I wrote a song about it, and then I sent it over to Doja Cat, and she loved it, and she put her verse on it, and yeah, the rest was history.
And I know there's a new album on the way next year. Is the song going to be part of the album?
Yes.
Awesome. And I read that you've spoken about how the album addresses your insecurities. What more can you tell me about that?
I definitely have this, I'm still working on myself a lot as a person. I have this sometimes this like this this negative, you know, these negative thoughts about myself sometimes. You know, like, am I good enough? Am I too heavy? Am I you know, am I going crazy? So the album talks about all my insecurities and all the things that I fear. You know, am I good enough for this relationship? Am I too crazy? Am I just everything that I feel like is private to what is actually going in my head, I have put into the songs in the album, and they all kind of reflect an insecurity of mine.
And yeah, 2020, like you said, has been tough for everyone, and you've been very open about your mental health and stuff. And I mean, this year especially could have taken a toll on a lot of people that are suffering from mental health. So how have you been coping personally? And also, do you have any advice for young people going through this sort of thing?
For me, I've honestly, I've I've been working on myself. If I can't meditate, I'll put on really relaxing music. I have an app on my phone that plays like, you know, like a meditation app. And if I'm getting ready or I have something to do, I'll listen to it on my headphones, or I like go for walks with my dog. I've been trying to cook like as much as I can, because cooking for me is very therapeutic. you just feel like cutting the onions and the garlic and peeling, and it's just very like, I do things that make me feel good. And I think that's very important right now, to know that it's okay that everything is at a halt, and that if you feel like you're in a very dark spot, I promise you a lot of people feel that way as well. A lot of people are going through anxiety and depression. It's just about reminding yourself that it will come to an end. It's going to be okay, that you're going to come out of it. That's a very, very important thing to keep reminding yourself, and to be kind with yourself. Because even if you feel sad and you're angry with yourself, like, why do I feel sad? Why am I not able to do what I love right now? You have to just be like, listen, it's okay. One day at a time, one day at a time. And I think it's very important for me. Working out has helped me so much. Just like going for a run outside or walking or something, like, it helped me so much. Just doing that, or even waking up in the morning and making a cup of coffee or a cup of tea, like with not looking at my phone, like not looking on social media, like stuff like that. Just things that are good for you, like what's good for you. Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, and like over the years, you've become a role model for women, especially young girls. And how do you feel about being that sort of torchbearer for them? And did you have anyone in that sort of light when you were growing up?
Um, I had my mother always. My mother was is a very strong woman. I had her, and she was always telling me to follow my dreams. And I think it's really important for women and girls to know that nobody is really perfect. Because when I grew up, watching my favorite pop stars or watching my favorite celebrities, they all seem to be super, super skinny, super, super fit, super young, super perfect all the time, all the time. And that's why when I go on my social media, whatever, I don't I don't like to follow any rules or be in a box of any sort. I don't like to be told this is how you should dress. This is how a lady dresses. A lady should never be too sexy. A lady should never be too this. A lady should always be this age. I think that for me, it's like, I really want to show women that they could just be whatever they want, and they should do it for themselves. If you want to cover yourself and be more, and be more conservative, you should do it because you want to do it, not because somebody's telling you to do it. If you want to be more sexy and or be more of a badass, you should do it because you want to do it for yourself. If you want to speak out loud or follow your dreams, you should do it because you want to do it. And my mom was always very strong like that. I never had somebody like that in the music industry, but recently Alicia Keys has been absolutely incredible. If I text her and I need anything from Alicia Keys, she always is responding to my text messages. Always, just an incredible, incredible, incredible human being, and I'm like really glad to have met her and know her.
That's amazing. And
Yeah.
you've worked with a bunch of stellar artists, whether it's G-Eazy and me, myself, and now you're performing and writing with Eminem, and I think, and now with Doja Cat, of course. Uh, are there any collaborations that you're still seeking out?
I would I would love to do a song with Kanye West.
Like, about like writing and singing, or just writing?
Either one. I love writing songs. I just really love writing songs. So it's however it works out. I just love to be a part of this process of writing it. It's fun for me.
That's amazing. And while the music video for Baby I'm Jealous was top notch, so you're also going to get behind the screen for Queen Pins. How was that experience like?
Yeah, I just shot the movie this week actually, and it was incredible working with all these movie stars, and it was scary, um, but it was so fun. I had the best time ever, and it was so much different than being in a music video or being like in the music scene. Shooting a movie is so much more, it's so different. It's a different world, but it's so fun. You get to be a different character. You get to study the character. You become the character. And I honestly had the best time of my life. And Kristen Bell and Kirby and Vince Vaughn, like, were all so kind. And I was just grew up like watching like their movies, and it was really cool to be on set with them. It was really cool.
Awesome. And finally, have you ever been to India before, and would you ever tour these parts whenever things get better?
Absolutely, I would love to. I've never been to India, but that's like a place on my bucket list. I would love to come like see the cities, try the food, and I would love to do like a retreat, like like a wellness retreat and maybe meditate somewhere really beautiful. And I want to see like those. I'm really big into astrology.
Right.
So I want to like I know that there's some in like is like in some of the Indian culture there's some people that are really into astrology and stars and like all that, and I want to like speak to some people about that because that's cool to me.
Awesome. Great. Baby, it's been a pleasure talking to you, and thanks for your time.
Thank you so much, David. You're awesome. Thank you.